Let's turn that volume all the way up. Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. It is the 22nd of March and it is 10:22. We have 49% on the battery and something about spit and shine. Spit and polish. Anyway. Oh, and then I went into a bit of a step in time. Step in time. Step in time. Oh, something about stepping in time. I know it's Dick Van Dyke. Dick Van Dyke. And step in time. I don't know. Come on, what movie is it? Is it Poppins? It is. It's for Mary Poppins. Step in time, step in time. Come on, matey, step in time. Step in time, step in time. Step in time, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Step in time, you step in time. Kick your knees up, step in time. Kick your knees up, step in time. We've got a bit more. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Kick your knees up, step in time. Round the chimney, step in time. Round the chimney, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Round the chimney, step in time. Flap like a birdie, step in time. Flap like a birdie, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Flap like a birdie, step in time. Up on the railing, up on the railing, step in time. Up on the railing, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a... That's it. ... Oh, show all. Oh, there's more. Okay. Well, we're going to have to carry on. Let's carry on. Like, step in time, Lucy. Get with it. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Up on the railing, step in time. Over the rooftops, step in time. Over the rooftops, step in time. Never had a reason, never had a rhyme, step in time. Over the rooftops, Link your elbows, step in time. Link your elbows, step in time. Link your elbows, step in time, step in time, step in time, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme, step in time, you step in time. Ah, they're at it again. That's what it says. Ah, they're at it again. Ah, they're at it again, step in time. Ah, they're at it again, step in time. Ah, they're at it again, step in time. Ow, step in time. Ow, step in time. Never need a reason, never need a rhyme. Ow, step in time. Votes for women, step in time. Votes for women, step in time. Votes for women. It's the master, step in time. It's the master, step in time. What's all this? What's all this? What's all this? I don't know. Let's start reading. Put the phone down. I've already chosen my cards. We are going to do a fairy reading. We're going to tap into the fairies. What's going on, fairies? Stepping in time, up on the rooftops, up on the railings, okay? Flap like the birdies. The master's on his way. Megan was in my bedroom yesterday and she picked up the Bible and I went to her, just flick through that Bible and just kind of stop wherever. And what she read out had everything to do with the emperor and be careful about the decision that you make. That's about all I got from it. So we're going to do a Celtic cross this Monday. I really hope we're recording. 3 minutes, 57 seconds. I'm out of breath. Vote for the women. Step in time. Oh, it's the master. Yesterday's reading, I said a few times that the divine masculine's kind of clocked on. You need to step in time. Okay, well, let's have a look. We are going to do a Celtic cross with the fairy tarot cards. Spit and shine. That's where it took me to. Step in time. Oh. We've got the Magician. You can do anything. Take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be a success. Do you want to read what he's about? When the Fool takes the leap of faith, the first person that the Fool meets on his journey is the Magician, card number 1. And it's taken me to Bugs Bunny. What's up, Doc? Okay, what's up? We've already done that video. Okay, and the Magician shows the Fool that he has everything that he requires within. And when you tap into that, as within, so without. Okay. There's nothing you can't accomplish. The fairies are magical and can help you manifest whatever you need in order to be a success. The resources you require would just miraculously appear. Okay. So when you actually start to embody the energy of the Magician, things start to happen on the outside. As within, so I want to say without, but I don't want to use that word. It's like as within, so outside. Because the word without, I actually feel like you've kind of ditched your lack mentality. Okay, so there's this energy of you recognising that if you're lacking, you feel that you're lacking in your environment, then you need to go within. There's something within that needs fulfilling. It's like it's the lack within that creates the lack without. Let's start again. There's nothing you can't accomplish. The fairies are magical and can help you manifest whatever you need in order to be a success. The resources you require would just miraculously appear. Money, innovative ideas, creative abilities, or friends who are willing to help out. Understanding what you already have versus what you're in need of allows the fairies to send you the perfect gifts. You have amazing skill and creative talents that you can rely on. However, it's also wise to seek out good advice from experienced people. Allow others to open doors for you and make introductions to those who can point you in the right direction. Our Magician has accomplished his climb to the Glastonbury tour, where he accessed additional wisdom and protection. Now he is walking along the easier part of the path toward the base of the mountain. Okay, let's reread that part. Our Magician has accomplished his climb to the Glastonbury tour, where he accessed additional wisdom and protection. Now he is walking along the easier part of the path toward the base of the mountain. And there's the siren. Additional meanings of this card: taking charge of your life, the ability to do anything, success due to excellent training, the talent to accomplish great things, visualising your hopes and dreams. I feel like that excellent training has come via you, Divine Feminine. Okay, let's have a look to see if there's any blocks. We're going to call them blocks today. Is there still any blocks on this path? Six of Summer. Doesn't look like it. This is someone returning from the past. Remembering what love is, and it's like the Divine Masculine has accessed this well, it's a higher wisdom, but it's regarding the connection. Six of Summer, children or childhood, the return of people or romances from your past, remembering events differently, in a better or worse light than how they really occurred. There's this air of forgiveness here, not even kind of remembering kind of what the discord was. So it's kind of this energy of, why am I not friends with the Divine Feminine again? Why am I not talking to her? Why is it that I don't want to be around her? So there's this kind of remembrance and I'm feeling like a very innocent, silly energy wanted to come out, feeling a bit silly. So 6 of summer. Let's read this. It's a block. So I feel like the Divine Masculine remembers now. He wants to be silly and playful, but it's like he can't really explain his absence. 6 of summer. The magic of childhood. When seen through the eyes of a child, the world abounds with joyful and amazing moments. This card asks you to get in touch with that bright outlook that still lives within you. Memories or people from your past can re-emerge in your life, bringing enchanting surprises with them. Experiences from childhood or younger days may unexpectedly provide inspiration for your current situation. Think back to times in your life that are similar to what you're facing now. Make notes about how you handled those events and how you might apply what you learned to the present. Take special care to see the past accurately without putting a positive or negative spin on it. 2 young fairies sit together, enjoying the stories they share. Perhaps they are happy memories from years gone by, or they could be events that just happened moments ago. Additional meanings of this card: children or childhood, pining for the past, the rekindling of old friendships or romances, events that bring back memories, childlike innocence, and becoming fast friends. This has been the energy. I found myself, I'm not sure if it was last night or this morning, but this energy of kind of reminiscing on days gone past that you got to spend with your divine counterpart. So I've been kind of having a little trip down memory lane. It's really nice to do it, but there is that energy that you want to actually speak to the person about it. It's kind of, you want to, if I could kind of think, well, why do I actually want to speak to my Divine Masculine? Or why would I? Or what would the conversation be? It's really about, do you remember this? Or I was thinking about this. But you're kind of, well, not you're kind of, you're bringing that emotion, that memory up within them. And I feel like this is, for me, I feel that's a little bit selfish to kind of go and rock my Divine Masculine's boat, my Divine Masculine's bloke. Kind of saying, do you remember when we did this? And it's just like, so then memories are just kind of floating around the ethers at the moment. That's a good way to put it. Okay. What's gone on? We're Monday today. We are Monday. Yes, we are Monday. Oh, I felt like there was a little whisper that came out. Like I went, it is Monday. 8 of spring. What's gone on over the last week? Stress that comes from having many things happening at once. Successful multitasking, sudden events or changes. So this is your messages. Very much, I feel, being delivered by the fairies, but this is a lot of messages coming through over the last week. Okay, little reminders. And they're little reminders that you haven't been forgotten. So hopefully you've been receiving these and you've been seeing the signs, synchronizations. That's all we've been told over the last week, is look for the signs, synchronizations. Okay. Let's look at this 8 of spring. It's the 8 of wands. There are many varieties of stress, and this card reflects the kind that comes from having a lot of wonderful things in your life at once. You may be juggling a family, a new career opportunities, seeing to your fitness, decorating your home. Of course, you wouldn't wish any of these lovely things. Oh, you wouldn't wish, well, you have wished for these lovely things. Of course, you wouldn't wish away any of these lovely things, yet it's a great deal to have on your plate. This is a card of successful multitasking. If things have been quiet for you, expect to see a big increase in the action. Make sure you have every task prioritised. Whenever possible, delegate items from your to-do list to others and be grateful for all the wonderful things in your life while you juggle them. Our fairy in the image tries to simultaneously manage 8 magical dandelions. It's a lot to handle at once, but thankfully the dandelions represent wishes coming true. And I really do feel that last week the focus is just keep on serving, keep on keeping on, keep on serving. That's it. Keep on nurturing. The energy there has been a shift in the energy, as in the divine feminine. You're feeling the you're feeling the drain. But if you choose to kind of who you're going to be, you're going to be a drain or a radiator. You'd be irradiated, wouldn't you? Just like this really nice, comforting, warm heat. But you don't want to be a drain that drains the energy out of people. But it's multitasking. I feel like over the last week, you've actually been able to function better than what maybe, let's just say, even a year ago, if you was to experience that energy. So the way that you actually dealt with the changes, because there's no denying there's been a massive shift over the last week. Should we have a look at the current energy? Stop whispering. 10 of Summer. 10 of Cups is the current energy, guys. And emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends, raising children wisely, and people you can trust. That's what the current energy is out there. 10 of Cups, happily ever after. So I want to say the Magician being the divine creation. The Magician being the divine creation is the mission. 10 of Summer. Spending time with your family and loved ones is critical to a rich and happy life. The people you call family may be those you're related to, or they may be people whom you have chosen as your beloved community. Either way, offering love and support to those closest to you and accepting it in return is very important. Make space for them in your life. It's worth investing time and energy in your primary relationships. You can have the happy home life you're seeking, filled with peace and emotional fulfillment. The couple from the 2 of Summer, 2 of Cups, that's the divine masculine, divine feminine. The couple from the 2 of Summer card have created a beautiful life for themselves and their children. This message has been coming out that actually both counterparts, if you have children, it's like everything's really settled down. And I'm feeling as if you've stepped into the role of you actually being a divine parent. Individually, first. The couple from the 2 of Summer card have created a beautiful life for themselves and their children. The butterfly boat near the shores of Avalon means that their emotional currents will continue to evolve and thrive. So the current energy is really good. It's kind of like the masculine's created harmony and the feminine has created harmony within their home, and that will be because they found it within themselves first. As within, so without. Additional meanings of this card are happy marriage, people you can trust, relationships that last, feeling emotionally content, and raising children wisely. And I'm feeling now that kind of area, because the children can really unsettle us when it comes to things disrupting their life. But once that's kind of harmonious with your children, you can actually start to focus on you. I know that we have to focus on ourselves first, which has taken place, but it's kind of like, now what do I desire as an individual? Okay, there's this energy of not allowing the children to kind of stop you from being happy. It wasn't ever them stopping you from being happy. It's you stopping yourself from being happy, thinking that's the right thing is to make sure that your children are happy first. Well, the children are happy. Let's look into this week. 4 of summer. Interesting. Being distracted and failing to see a magical opportunity, taking someone or something for granted, discontentment with life. So I'm actually feeling now as if this is the divine feminine. She can feel this, but the impatience comes in. It says, so what's the block then? And the block, I feel, is that the divine masculine feels silly. He can't kind of explain where he's been, why he went missing. I actually feel like that's what he's figuring out. There is this feeling of being disconnected to life. So he may find himself disconnecting this week because there's still this facing. I felt like there was a lightning flash across the table then. That happened the other day in meditation. I saw the whole earth just go with like a flash of lightning. I knew something had happened. If you're failing to see a magical opportunity, you've kind of gone within again and let the fear kind of creep in. Okay. So the 4 of summer. With the little Cupid here, there is this energy of the divine masculine feeling very childlike, playful. It's like as you see your children achieve happiness, you're going to want it through themselves. You'll never find your own happiness through your children. Okay. This is the issue. There's just too many stumbling on words going on, so I'll allow myself to come out and all the words come out and I look stupid, but that's fine. 4 of summer, let's read this card. The energy was, as you see your children being happy, you kind of want that again. You start reminiscing, and then you could go on a downward spiral, like a drain. And the divine feminine has been like kind of told to keep the vibration high so that you don't get pulled down into this drain. Daily life can be full of hectic activities. So it feels like the divine masculine, there's still some excuses that he can kind of pull himself up on. Daily life can be full of hectic activities. You can grow distracted and not notice opportunities that are being offered to you. You may become so focused on what you don't have that you completely discount the gifts that you have been given. It's very important to spend time in nature, to take time to quiet your mind and heart. And when doing so, you can ask God, the angels and the fairies for messages about what opportunities are around you that you may not be seeing. Heaven is always offering you magical presents, but you have to be open to experiencing these gifts. A fairy stands in a prayer-like pose, clearly worrying over what she feels she has lost. Meanwhile, wonderful new opportunities beg for her to take notice of them. Additional meanings of this card: taking someone or something for granted, the power of meditation, a lack of motivation, not seeing the forest for the trees, and daydreaming. And I do actually feel the divine masculine is very much in his feminine energy here. I don't feel as if you're missing the signs, divine feminine. I feel you can actually feel the lost energy within you. It's this draining energy. And rather than worrying about it, I believe you're wondering. Okay. What's the system behind the scenes, please? The Emperor. Use logic and structure to increase your success. Get organised, a firm but compassionate leader. Okay, so I actually feel like I've got the angel prayers here. When it says that this is for Oh, this Cupid here is in a prayer-like position. I actually think they said that the lady was. I thought we have the prayers here. Divine Masculine, you've been saying your prayers? Or have you been forgetting to say your prayers? That could be it. You're forgetting to pray. Okay. So I'm feeling the energy here of, do get into the daily habit of showing gratitude, especially before you go to bed. Thank the Lord for your beautiful children and how they made you smile today, and the nice little things they've done that just kind of lifted your spirits. And for the meal that you've eaten, come on, for the sunshine, for the trees, for the birds. Show your gratitude, because this is an energy of, I only pray when like the shit's hit the fan and there's nothing else to do. And I feel like the masculine has actually prayed. It's kind of shifted his life, and then he's gone back into old habits and not understanding that you can pray, you should pray every day, not just when there's an issue that you need help with. And then you'll be totally supported every day. Good things are always coming your way. But show the gratitude before you go in there begging. I feel like this Cupid's kind of begging the Divine Feminine, please see me, please see me, please see me. Please see me, please see me. And the energy is, stop begging. Make yourself seen. Rather than begging someone else, please see me. I feel like there's this, do you see you? It's very much a begging energy here from the masculine look. Okay, Mr. Emperor, let's have a chat, because my daughter found you in the Bible. What's the system behind the scenes? What's the system? The Emperor. Oh, I've gone to the Empress. I do believe this is the case. High Priestess. The Empress. The Emperor. Got a bit of red on your card. On your book, look. What's that? Drawing blood. Okay. Any dream needs love and passion to grow, but it also takes careful thinking and good leadership. Staying organised with a methodical plan can be important to fulfilling your life purpose. It's very easy to get caught up in the excitement of your dreams and then forget the important details. Preparation at the beginning will save you a great deal of time that you can use to bring your plans to life. You have what it takes to be a skillful and sympathetic leader. To communicate your vision, find words that inspire, but also show your heartfelt concern for those around you. Seek out wise counsel from those who have experience. The globe at the top of the Emperor's staff symbolises that the concerns of the world are his primary focus, and that requires sound judgment. However, the heart shows that compassion for others is also a part of his decision-making process. The Emperor stands beneath a rose window, symbolising Christ's 12 disciples and the importance of teamwork, support and leadership. Step in time! Okay, additional meanings of this card. Thinking things through logically, worldly success, relying on intellect, balancing daily concerns with the big picture. Father figures and taking responsibility for others. There's a lot going on with the Divine Masculine, okay, at the moment, within their mind. I got my mind set on you. But what does he thinks it's going to take money. Okay, to do it right. So there's a lesson there for the Divine Masculine in itself that needs to be learnt. I think I just saw a white butterfly go flying past. We have the Sun. How are you feeling about yourself, Divine Masculine? You're blowing your own trumpet. Good for you. Okay. The Sun energy. It's just your energy as well. You've got yourself a unicorn here. I've got some unicorn cards. Plans that work out perfectly, amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations, and gratitudes for the blessings of life. We like that. How you're feeling about yourself. This is a really good energy to focus on for this week, Divine Masculine. You are the sunshine of my life. Yeah. That's why I'll always be around. Great success has been yours, with more to come. Remember to say your prayers. Turn your face to the sun, open your arms, and embrace the blessings that now flow directly to you from heaven. You can expect the dawning of brilliant new ideas that will lead to wonderful opportunities. You're a beautiful, shining child of God. You're unique in the universe, and the world needs you to be exactly who you are. Go ahead and toot your own horn. Remember that it's important to treat yourself with the same kindness, respect, and caring that you would a best friend or beloved partner. Our fairy hero rides a unicorn through a field of sunflowers. The unicorn symbolises his purity of intention, while the sunflowers evoke happiness and satisfaction. The additional meanings of this card: success, fulfillment, public recognition, enlightenment, joyful celebration, and a return to health. Cheers. Cheers. Okay. Just got a bit of an itch, so I got my sleeve. Pull a rabbit out. Pull a rabbit out. I'm not wearing a hat. How is this affecting others? Six of Autumn, so 6 Pentacles. This is bringing in a balance. How this is affecting others? Well, the good you do comes back to you. An unexpected inflow of money, borrowing wisely or repaying a debt. Things are most definitely levelling out within the home environment. For both counterparts, I feel. Let's have a look at what's underneath here. 8 of Winter. You have what it takes if only you believe in yourself, thinking that you're powerless when you're not. A lack of self-confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. So, Divine Feminine, I'm feeling as if you're going after what you're wanting, and you're knowing the way. Okay, when I said that kind of you were the greatest educator, is that your name, the educator, for educating the Divine Masculine, carry on, Divine Feminine. He will find his way as you've had to find your own way. So you know that it's possible. Okay, this is how it's affecting others. Let's look at this. 6 of Autumn. You just saying you're high vibing, multitasking, joyful, receiving energy. 6 of Autumn. How this is affecting others. Sharing the success that you're blessed with is vitally important. As you give to those in need, heaven gives back to you. Giving doesn't have to be in the form of money. There are many who are in need of your time as a volunteer. Perhaps you have excellent advice to provide or could offer instruction or experience to an apprentice. Be wise in your giving. It's important to know that the organisation you're supporting is reputable and doing honest, good works. Do your research or ask God, the angels and the fairies to deliver clear messages about which associations you can trust. A prosperous fairy shares her wealth with those around her. Her kindness is admirable, so long as she is giving wisely. The additional meanings of this card: balance between giving and receiving, providing what is truly needed, sharing the wealth, tithing, money for college or continuing education. That feels very much an Emperor energy. Money for college or continuing education. You don't need money to be able to continue. The education never stops. And this is very much about the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. You are your children's greatest teacher. Lead by example. It's not what you say, it's what you do that they're paying attention to. Okay. It's the energy of the soul. You don't really need to say a word. People can sense by your energy your character. Okay, let's have a look at this Eight of Winter. The idea that you're trapped by your situation is a false one. And I feel like it's like a parting message. It's like the Divine Feminine, she's moving on. And it's like Divine Masculine. I felt like it was a parting message. The idea that you're trapped by your situation is a false one. Don't let your ego convince you that you're without power. You have what it takes to move out of any situation you don't like. With resolve and determination, tell yourself that you will have the life you desire. Believe in yourself. Changes require commitment, and that means making a choice to actively improve matters. If you find it difficult to focus, ask God, the angels, and the fairies to send you signs to help create a plan. Take responsibility for your life now. A fairy stands on a slab of ice, feeling trapped. However, the distance from her island of ice to the next one is short, and the space easily stepped over. Just can't step in time. Spit and shine, step in time. Her sense of entrapment is an illusion. Additional meanings of this card: the illusion of being trapped, the need to take back your personal power, and not believing in yourself. I feel like this is going against the Divine Feminine's soul calling. So she knows that she is not trapped, and she has this need to take back her power, and completely puts her faith into herself and what she can accomplish. Let's have a look at any hopes or fears. Very strong power here coming from the Divine Feminine. Okay, it's 11 o'clock on the dot, and we have the Chariot. And there you are, Divine Feminine. You don't have any fears. You're off. Look. I showed this card to someone the other day, and they said, oh, he looks determined. And I thought, does that look like a man then? And they said, from a distance, yes. The Chariot. I was feeling this energy with the masculine. Kind of being very much in his feminine energy, trying to take care of his own needs. And feeling that, where the Divine Feminine, it's like you've stepped into your Emperor energy to propel you along. 7, the Chariot. This is in the position of hopes or fears. What's it say on the card? Success that comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments and being in the spotlight. There you are, off you go. You have done great work so far, however you undoubtedly still have many priorities that you are balancing at this time. We know this. But it's like you've got the hang of it. You may be called upon to keep control of more than one driving force at a time. Stay centred, strong and determined. Remain steadfast in your sense of purpose and don't allow other influences to steer you off course, including your Divine Masculine. He can kind of jump onto the course, can't he? Okay, and catch up. So remain steadfast in your sense of purpose and don't allow other influences to steer you off course. You can accomplish far more than you realise. It's your moment to step into the spotlight. So it's your moment to step into the spotlight, Divine Feminine. Divine Masculine, it's time for you to step in time. Step in line, step in time. It's your moment to step into the spotlight. Drawing attention to yourself or your work can sometimes feel awkward, but it's absolutely essential at this time. Be genuine and optimistic in your interactions with people and the public, and your excitement for your goals will shine through, and your confidence will increase. Our charioteer leads a team of 2 dragonflies. These magical creatures have the ability to go in any direction and at amazing speeds. The fact that our charioteer is able to keep the dragonflies under control and headed in the right direction is a testament to her determination and skill. The additional meanings of this card: self-control, victory, celebrating what you have achieved, accomplishing your dreams, modes of transportation, and work-related travel. And I do feel the Divine Masculine is stepping into the spotlight when it comes to his home life. Confidence. He's gaining confidence. I feel like he's gained confidence. But I feel like putting yourself out there, blowing your own trumpet, it can feel a bit uncomfortable. That's just the ego. That's the ego saying, pipe down. You can't be that likeable. Oh no, you can. You can be a shining star that attracts, it seems, everyone who comes in your presence towards you. Something you're going to have to adjust to. You're like a radiator, you're home. And that's for both counterparts. Have a very appealing personality that people can pick up on. And it can make you feel uncomfortable and think, well, I don't want all this attention. Well, it was your intention, like to be of service to your highest good. You know, if you light up a room, if you're in it or when you walk into it. Okay, let's have a look at the outcome. Strength. This is beautiful. I do feel like both of you are stepping into the spotlight, making yourselves known. And it feels like you're doing it without like having to have like your counterpart. I'm not going to say encouraging you, because it is your counterpart that is encouraging you for you to go forth and be a success. But this is about you doing that energetically with them, rather than having to have someone by your side to put out there a dream that you're wanting for yourself. Okay. We have the 11 card, strength. The grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges, the power of kindness and forgiveness, and time to embrace how wonderful you are. Obviously, you have the lamb and the lion. Where do you draw your strength from? Within. There's quite a few major arcanas on the table. We have the Magician, card number 1. Then we have the Emperor, card number 4. The Sun card, 19. The Chariot, 7. And then the Strength card. There's a lot of divine intervention in this reading. The Golden Rule asks us to treat others as we would like to be treated ourselves. And when you show kindness and respect to those around you, they are drawn to you as a pillar of strength. Having the courage of your convictions will get you through any challenge, great or small. You are a very sensitive and caring soul. We picked this up yesterday. This is a strength, not a weakness. Don't be afraid to show your empathy for others, while also standing up for yourself should you need to say no. Our fairy stands with the lion and the lamb, symbolising that there's strength within gentleness. Additional meanings of this card: the power of kindness, forgiving yourself and others, overcoming challenges through grace and willpower, having patience with those around you, having patience with those around you, and believing in yourself. Top of the list, believe in yourself. Okay. Let's hit the oracle. Not quite literally. We're not going to hit the oracle, are we? Hit me, baby, one more time. Let's get an angel of prayers. So the energy really this week is about softening up, becoming more gentle, but not weak. That's when people mistake your kindness or gentleness for a weakness. So they try to abuse that. But I feel like, no, both counterparts are firm enough. They're affirming. This is when, if your root chakra is balanced, your boundaries will naturally assert themselves. You won't even need to kind of have to lay down the law, if you want to say that. It would just naturally assert itself around you. The law of attraction, the law of cause and effect. And that's nice when that happens, because it's just like you don't even need to say anything. I find that if something I find is not pleasing to me, rather than addressing it verbally, I'll address it within my mind with the divine on a positive spin, as if, well, this is going to, change around, and just leave it with the divine. And then you actually start to notice how those people that were maybe triggering you, they change their behaviour. And that's because you changed your vibration. It's all about you. There's a loved one in heaven. And I felt like there was quite a lot of divine intervention here. Okay. Thank you, loved ones in heaven, for drawing close at this time. The angels are bringing through a loved one who is in heaven at this time. They want you to know that their energy and support are always with you. Your loved one in heaven is drawing extremely close to you and wants to help heal any remaining pain or feeling of separation that is within your heart. Take time to acknowledge and remember them, for this will allow you to feel their love. I actually feel like this loved one is the divine feminine. You're in heaven, divine feminine. Well, bloody hope you are. If not, you need to have a little chat with yourself. Okay. The energy of a loved one wants to help you move forwards in a loving and safe way. If there is someone on the other side whom you miss or have unfinished business with, this is your opportunity to make peace with them. Please know they are offering their love to help remove anything that's holding you back and are asking you not to feel guilty about anything at all. So this is the energy of the divine feminine speaking to the divine masculine. Well, it's really the divine telling the divine masculine, the divine feminine's energy is that she's not mad. She's not mad. Okay. Please know they are offering their love to help remove anything that's holding you back and are asking you not to feel guilty about anything at all. They have found eternal peace in heaven with the family who have gone on before them. So this is really shouting out divine masculine. The divine feminine is so connected. It's actually part of her role now that she knows you're holding on to unnecessary burden that she can easily help you to clear if you allow her to. Okay, this is like receiving the divine feminine's forgiveness, although there's nothing to forgive. But it's like you're praying for forgiveness here. And also the divine feminine has direct connection with the ancestors, angels, past loved ones, and can bring forth messages of comfort that it feels your soul's needing at this time. Let's have a look at that affirmator. Frustrated. Itchy. It's 11:11. Gentleness. That will do it. I speak with gentleness and I listen with gentleness. I align with the gentlest part of myself and I take joy in being receptive, open and unafraid. I am like a baby deer who's best friends with a baby elephant. The baby elephant wraps its little trunk around my shoulders and we lie down gently on the grass, daydreaming and talking about what sorts of humans the clouds looks like. The clouds looks like. The clouds look like. So we have this elephant and this deer. Well, you would kind of think that the deer would run away when an elephant approached. It's a baby elephant, though. Okay. Feels like being a bit heavy-footed. Blowing your trumpet. But there's this energy of actually wanting to speak with the Divine Feminine. Daydreaming and talking about what sorts of humans the clouds look like. Days gone past and days are new. Days are new. Okay, let's go to the enchanted map. Boxes galore. Okay. Flying. Had this card, I believe, maybe the last time we used this deck. You have the power to see things from a higher perspective. If you were a bird flying high in the sky, it took me to the first part of that song. What was it? Step in Time. Flap your wings like the birdies. If you were a bird flying high in the sky, what would you see? When you soar above life's challenges and opportunities, a new perspective becomes available. Today you have invisible wings. Excuse me. Today you have invisible wings that allow you to swiftly bring your circumstances into alignment with the highest purpose. This is a sign that your waiting is over, that all your hard work has paid off, and the things you hoped for are no longer beyond your scope. You have the ability to reach for the stars and find one with your name on it. Spread your wings and soar. The angels are waiting for you. Oracle of the Fairies. And then I have the... I have who? I don't have the mermaids. The moon maids. Who are the moon maids? Divine Feminine's connected to the moon. Maidens of the moon. Let's see what the Fairy Oracle would like to say. Precious time. Step in time. The Fairy of Time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. Are you a clock watcher, or does it feel like the days are passing you by? The Fairy of Time wants you to experience every moment fully, even in peaceful solitude or meditation, to make the most of your time on earth and celebrate the magical gift of life. With time comes age, and with age often comes wisdom, which makes wisdom a precious gift. From time... Okay. I was going to start saying from time to time I'm extremely itchy. Can we give you eye contact today? I feel like I'm not looking at the camera either. With time comes age, and with age often comes wisdom, which makes wisdom... Someone's decorating today, I know that. I can feel that. They're like in the DIY store, picking up paint rollers. So, just... It's a marvellous gift, you know. With time comes age, and with age often comes wisdom, which makes wisdom a precious gift. From time, if we've learned the lessons that time has gifted to us. Perhaps you feel as though you never have enough time to do all the things you need to do, but it's our attitude to time that dictates the way it impacts our lives. In fairyland, time isn't linear. So fairies don't feel the same restrictions and confines of time that we experience here in the human realm. If you're governed by time, you are always glancing at your watch. Try taking it off and notice how much you feel. Oh, how much you feel. Interesting. I haven't worn a watch for years now. I used to wear it really for decoration. Phones, you can look at your phone for the time, can't you? That's how I kind of look at it. But the only time really I kind of, when I needed to know the time and to wear a watch was when I worked inside a prison because you couldn't take your mobile phone in. So it was useful then, but them days are gone. So it really did kind of lighten me up when I actually took off the watch. Stop time clocking. Well, sometimes you can't help it because you're drawn to look like now, so it's 11:17 for a number synchronisation. But not rushing around because you feel you're short on time. So perhaps you feel as though you never have enough time to do all the things you need to, but it's our attitude of time that dictates the way it impacts our lives. In fairyland, time isn't linear, so fairies don't feel the same restrictions and confines of time that we experience here in the human realm. If you're governed by time and are always glancing at your watch, try taking it off and notice how it makes you feel. Feeling free within time is a beautiful experience. Be aware of time, but don't be ruled by it, and always make time for yourself. This card could also be saying that you're about to learn a timely lesson. It's also important to respect the time of others. Are you always fashionably late? If so, set your alarm a little earlier, arrive on time, and surprise everyone. Okay. Mermaids are not we can get the mermaids. Mermaids. Calling out mermaids. I don't know if someone's moving out of somewhere and they're like patching up their house, like to leave it, or whether someone's just moved into somewhere and they're decorating. Oh, how exciting! That's so exciting. Especially when you're moving into somewhere new. It kind of, you have more motivation, don't you? It's like a fresh new start. But we can create that within our own homes. Okay. A fresh new start at any time. Freshen things up. We have pay attention. These cards are all the same colours. So pay attention. Notice repetitious. I used to say it, I pronounced it like that when I first come across this word. Notice repetitious signs and your inner guidance as they can yield valuable information. Okay, so pay attention to the signs. Let's read it because I also have said this. Heaven is giving you important messages, and by drawing this card, you're asked to pay extra attention to them. Notice conversations you overhear, comments made to you by others, and inner feelings and thoughts. Look for common threads among the signs as they're forms of guidance to help you manifest your divine purpose and desires. Me and Emily was having so much fun with this yesterday that she was even hearing them. It was like, it happened a couple of times. We just like looked at each other, but at one point I was like, Jasp, so I kind of called Jasper's name, but I was like, Jasp, and then on telly, the person went, Jasp, and me and Emily just both went, did she just say Jasp? And it happened twice, so notice them, have fun with them, it's funny. Okay, it's not your imagination that heaven is sending you signs and divine guidance. Anytime you hear or feel something 3 or more times, especially within a short time period, it's information worthy of your attention. These signs also give you feedback about your current belief system, since your thoughts attract mirroring experiences. Use these signs to heal beliefs that dishonour you and swim in a direction that your guidance points you. These readings are very draining. I'm not going to say that I cannot handle it, but I definitely feel it. Because I feel very peaceful and in like a state of joy, but it's not like this extroverted joy. Okay. So let yourself receive. Allow others to give you loving care. Receive without guilt or apologies. This has been happening over the weekend. I found that the others, the guys, my children, have been like making sure I'm okay, taking care of me. Okay. It says you're a giver and you help others in so many ways. Most of the time, you truly enjoy giving. So when you let others give to you, they experience the joy of giving. You give them a gift each time that you're a gracious receiver. By receiving, you replenish yourself and balance the male and female energies within and around you. By allowing yourself to receive, you swim in the flow of life, which washes away stagnant energy, bringing in new forms of abundance, creative ideas, and all types of opportunities. Even the simplest act of receiving is healing, and it is a powerful step in the manifestation process. All that was shouting through was, Divine Masculine, if you have any doubts about whether or not the Divine Feminine is going to receive you, allow herself to receive you, she most definitely is. Okay. She's not going to reject you. She understands the importance of actually allowing your love and intentions within. Have faith. Your prayers are manifesting. Remain positive and follow your guidance. Get this wrapped up soon. I think we should. A bit snappy there. Have faith that everything will start flowing, guys. It's always in flow. It says, good work. You've been asking and praying for some big dreams to come true, and it's working. Just like a gardener who has planted new seeds, you must have faith that your crops will push above the surface. Keep watering your dreams by taking the steps that make them flourish. That's to focus on service, guys. Okay. This is the precious time. This is the precious time. This is a precious time for you and your dreams. You don't have to strain or push. Straining. Who's frowning? Don't do that. It's better to raise your eyebrows than to oh, it hurts. That hurts. I would say it causes you to have wrinkles as well, but so does smiling. You've already accomplished the major part of your manifestation by asking and praying. Trust that heaven is helping you, just like a best friend would if you asked for their assistance. Your job is to have faith, listen for divine guidance, and take action whenever you're guided. Okay. Well, it's quite early as well. It's 11:27, and Rumi. I'm going to leave you with a Rumi card. Oh, we haven't done the unicorns where the mermaid stepped in. Get your card. Try something new. You'll only know if you can do something if you try. One reason why you may feel bored is that you're doing the same things over and over. To feel excited about life, you need to try new things. This card asks you to think of something that you've always wanted to do and then learn about it. Ask your family or friends to take you along on their adventures. When you try something new, you may feel funny at first, like it won't work. But just do your best to enjoy yourself and don't worry about being perfect, especially at the start. The more you can relax and have fun, the better everything will go. So sign up for a class where you'll learn something new, like a language, drama, or photography class, or maybe take up a new sport. Stretch yourself beyond what you think you can do. You may find that you really enjoy this new activity and you'll most likely make new friends. You'll also find that you will learn new skills that will help you in other areas of your life too. And I'm feeling like the main event is going to be when the Divine Masculine actually joins the community of the Divine Feminines. and starts to speak up. Okay, let's end with a roomy message. I feel like the hair's a bit dark, flat. I actually feel like I'm my mother. I look like my mum today, which is interesting. Let's end with a roomy message, guys, and I'll see you at tomorrow's board meeting. From nothing to everything. Divine Mother manifest as a card before. Oh, my friend, if you are longing to be written on, become a blank page. Rumi. Have you been shedding your skins, your layers, your certainties? Gone are fixed identities and definite opinions. Keep casting those shackles aside, even if you fear you are releasing too much, and then perhaps you shall cease to exist. You shall only cease to exist as you have known yourself to be thus far. Another emanation of you awaits, blazing angel, something more beautiful and true. Yet here you are at the pruning stage, like a gardener for the soul. Shall the garden spring back to life, or will the enthusiastic denuding process be rather too much and unintentionally kill off the garden altogether? Fear not, your soul is made of hardy stuff. It can handle a lot of culling and will shine even brighter for it. There is a greater story to be impressed upon your essence than the one, page 77. I said that yesterday. Well, it's here again. There is a greater story to be impressed upon your essence. I know, because the year I was born, so it just sticks out. Of course it does. Should we go again, Lucy? Third time lucky. Why not? There is a greater story to be impressed upon your essence than the one you are currently dreaming up. Though you are brilliant, no doubt about it, my angel of love, there is one who is even more so. The imagination of this great writer is beyond our comprehension. The stories that pour forth from that cosmic poet in every moment are so rich, they inspire the creation of art and music. One such story is especially created for you. Yes, you. With a starring role and all the best supporting cast. You shall gasp in wonder, awe, glee, and delight when you hear it. It is a great romance, a great adventure, with an ending truly spectacular and divine. Would you wish to hear it? Become attentive now. Put your own tales aside, as dramatic as they may seem right now, and prepare to be entranced by the greater storyteller, the living poet of love, as you are entranced in a tale of your unfolding divine destiny. There are moments on the path of love that seem to focus on letting go of identities, of knowledge and certainty, of opinion and even attempts at control. We may feel as though we are being stripped back to our core, and even then perhaps further still. We may wonder if we may feel challenged every time we attempt to become something great, as though we are blocked by circumstances beyond our control. Again and again, it is as though a greater hand smacks our wrist the moment we try to take hold of something firmly, someone, anything that brings us certainty or inner stability. Such are the rigours at an advanced stage on the path. We meet this challenge when our soul is ready for it. Why must it be thus? This is a sage question indeed. When we are asked to dispense with our story, the interpretations we have given to our life experiences over the years, we may not hear the request at first. We may vaguely note it, but not recognise the great divine source asking this of us, and so we do not give such an inclination due accord. We may persist with spinning our own tales instead. Oh, our mind may fancy itself to be a great wrangler of the word, impressed with its own judgments and declarations. Yet in the light of comparison with the divine tale for our soul, all our fancies shall pass away, revealed as so very frail, like clouds dissipating in the sky. Perhaps we are graced with the realisation there is so much more, or perhaps we still don't get the hint and move into struggle as we try to enact what we think our story should be. We may hit obstacle after obstacle and create even more terror in our storytelling. That life is such pain, a struggle, that success may not be for us, that we are forgotten and unheard. Yet we could equally choose to wonder if obstacle after obstacle, closed door after closed door, is just a prompt to look for the open window to climb through. And if so, instead of seeking to impose our small story upon the great truth, we can live the truth of our divine destiny. Then something magical happens. We participate through presence, along with the unfolding story of our soul journey. We open up to whatever is asked of us, presented to us, happening through us as we choose each day to come alive as much as we can. Then, as if by magic, there is something else that occurs. That would be grace. Real, rich, dripping with goodness and substance, grace. This is the sacred blessing that enables us to pay attention to opening doors rather than closing ones. The divine assistance that lets us know our life is proceeding according to a greater intelligence and plan. Once we stop thinking quite so much and live day to day, we will be blessed with the realisation that our individual life story is so much more extraordinary and perfect than anything we could have summoned, even with our wildest imagination. This oracle comes with guidance for you. You're being asked to let go to receive, to become empty, to be filled. This may mean letting go of attachment to a lover so you can receive genuine love. It may be of no longer holding onto a fantasy of your dream job, but of being guided into your most soulful and successful vocation. It may mean letting go of wishes for your body or health to be other than it is, so you can simply get on with living each day, taking steps into wellness without thinking beyond one day at a time. It is the divine paradox that when we are asked to surrender a story or fantasy, it is because reality is knocking at our door more often than not with the delivery of what we have been fascinating about. Fascinating, doesn't say that. It is the divine paradox that when we are asked to surrender a story or fantasy, it is because reality is knocking at our door more often than not with the delivery of what we have been fantasizing about, but in the best way for us. The human experience of this paradox is that you may feel you are giving up hope, that your fantasy is dying. It may be very painful and bring you much grief, but all that is dying is your attachment and opinion about how it must be. This needs to happen so you can stop dreaming and start living it. This is what is happening for you now. Do not fear any part of your process. Embrace it without expectation, with trust in your heart that the divine is simply guiding you from fantasy into fulfillment. Let's do this sacred honour ritual. Place your hands in prayer and bow your head. Say aloud, I choose to trust in the great genius unfolding in my life. I give thanks for the blessings of grace now flowing into my heart. I have no need to know. I trust in the perfection of my being unfolding with innate intelligence and wisdom. Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, holds me in his protection, and I accept my destiny with a peaceful and trusting heart. Please help me to surrender the stories, attachments, fantasies and fears that have held me back from living my heart's desires fully. I now choose unconditional trust in the loving genius of life to lead me into my fulfilled destiny now. So be it. You have completed your sacred honour ritual. And I have completed this Monday's Celtic class. Okay, guys, have a fantastic day. If you would like to, what are we going to advertise, Lucy? Well, we'll advertise if you'd like to look into having private coaching sessions with me. Details are in the description box. If you'd like to donate to the channel, details are in the description box. And if you would like this Celtic Cross reading, £25, let's put it out there, email me. Details are in the description box. Okay, take care. Much love. Have a great day. Bye for now.